All right, so I got the question, how much do pharmacists make? And um, I like what Kevin Yee said. He's like, you remind me of an uncle, a wise old uncle that knows stuff, and so I'll give you my wisdom here. So you can look it up. It's like 115, 120. That's what the average pharmacist makes. My wife is there. I make about not that, not even close to that. I'm closer to 70. But I say, oh my gosh, he's doing so bad. But this year, I'm projecting that only half my income is going to come from pharmacy. I'm going to have quite a bit of passive income coming from some things I've been doing with writing and things like that. So the question you want to ask, or there are a couple of questions. So the first one we'll do is I had this buddy that would figure out mathematically how he was doing based on his job. So if he filled 2,000 prescriptions in a week and made $2,000 a week, so that's right around there, he would say that he only made $1 a prescription. And then it was a better job when he got to move to another one. He'd call me up and he's like, "Hey, I'm only doing 1,000 a week now, and I'm still making the same money." And then he got down to I think 500 a week, and then he was really happy with that because now he's making $4 a prescription. But then he would do the math and he'd be like, "I'm doing 500 and I'm making the same amount. So although it only seems like a quarter." He would talk about the percentages and how much more he's making percentage-wise, and that was his way of kind of figuring out what an relatively easier job is. But if you look at retail, those pay highest. If you look at retail, especially like border or rural, um, then you're going to be looking at a lot more money if that's kind of your thing. But I'm in Iowa, and we got a really nice house. And the house, if I was back home, back in DC suburbs, it would cost double. Um, but you wouldn't make double as a pharmacist. So you have to take that into consideration. But I think it really comes down to just being happy with your job. And I love my job, and my wife likes hers. She's got the ambulatory care thing going, and that seems to be the really popular thing. So my answer to your question, how much do pharmacists make? So the flat out answer is like 110, 120, but that's really consistent. So if you can make that and want to live in one of the places that's a lot easier to live or relatively less expensive, then go ahead and do that. But in terms of satisfaction, I think you can't really put a price on that. But there is that my wife has the really nice job with the big paycheck, and she's driving a new. What does she drive? It's a Toyota. I want to say it's a Highlander, but anyway, it's new. It's beautiful. It's got like running lights, and she can warm it up from, remote start it, and she's got leather and seats, and it's nice. And then I've got a 2010 Traverse, cloth seats. Kids always say it's messy. It's got 3 car seats in it. It's a disaster, but it's cool with me. So it's really up to you and your lifestyle. You can make money as a pharmacist. You can make a lot of money as a pharmacist. It's just a matter of quality of life and what you want out of it.